Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I have three quick stories for you. All of them are very fresh. First, Ripple's director in Latin America. This is Luis Antonio Sacco. He wrote an article in the Brazilian media Estado. It was published on July 12th, and he's speaking to the adoption of cloud solutions, part of the digital transformation strategy for banks and for fintechs. Brazil is one of the 10 largest worldwide marketplaces for fintechs. And we all know that on-demand liquidity, ODL, is launching that uses the digital asset XRP very soon. And Banco Rendimento just adopted the RippleNet cloud. And in this article, it says that they have already seen a savings. This is a cost savings directly to the fact that they no longer have to maintain servers 24/7. So that's very interesting news. And in Brazil, my gosh, something very surprising and unprecedented, actually. It comes from a move from the bank JP Morgan. They invested an undisclosed amount in the Brazilian digital fintech Fitbank. They are a white label payments platform. White label means that they run the payment functions behind the scenes on the backside, and they let their client brand the service as their own. They have 96 customers, all of which make up a total of 180,000 accounts. That's pretty good. This investment is going to be used for international expansion. It was in February of this year that JP Morgan said that they planned some very creative moves and acquisitions, specifically with fintechs. Jamie Dimon told CNBC that they were expecting to be much more aggressive with technology, and decidedly not in the traditional banking sector, but more with bank-in-a-box marketplaces. And he says, and I quote, "We should be very, very creative. Let the guessing games begin." Well, I don't think we have to guess anymore about Fitbank. This deal took 8 months to close, and they claim to be the largest open banking platform in Brazil. I just find it very interesting that they chose Brazil to make this move, especially this is a part of the world where Ripple and XRP are getting a lot of traction. So I will keep an eye on this. And so when I went to the Fitbank YouTube channel, this is so interesting. There is a demonstration video on how to send a remittance through the Facebook WhatsApp. And we all know that this was put on pause, or I should say it was suspended almost immediately after it launched in Brazil. And I think Reuters is bringing us up to date in the last 24 hours. And the central bank, yes, did pull the plug on them. The president of the central bank, Mr. Neto, spoke for the first time on this, and it seems to be a communication problem. I think he's saying that in a very polite way because they never received a formal launch request from Facebook. I think Facebook thought it was better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I think that that's kind of their motto going forward in a lot of examples out there. So the president, Mr. Nato, and officials around them, they have concerns. They have concerns about fair competition. They have concerns about data privacy. And there's one big question that they have to overcome, and that is, do they need a license? Because they're trying to operate in a way that has never been done before. So the central bank thinks that they need to have a license. So we have a lot to answer before they get the green light. And then today at 3 p.m., the CEO Global in Hong Kong launched the XRP Perpetual Futures contract. And if you don't know what a perpetual futures contract is, it just means it doesn't have an expiration date. And it does have a little bit of a structure that's slightly different. You can add insurance to it. If you want to know more down to the details, I think the Binance Academy is a good place to go on this 6-minute video. There is a good explanation, and I think you'll be quite clear on how that works. So here we are moving to an event, a global stage that will open in 4 hours, 38 minutes, and 47 seconds from now. And at 2:20 p.m., Ripple CEO, Mr. Brad Garlinghouse, will have a fireside chat with the CEO and founder of Forecast. Her name is Angie Lau. And also joining them is going to be Jamieson Greer. He is with King and Spalding. And I think the topic is very interesting. It is going to be about the geopolitics of digital currency. And I think this is a topic I'm very interested in, because it was on the 16th, I tweeted out that some of the most thought-provoking sentiment comes from the comments on videos. And what I meant is that I read everything that everybody leaves in the comment section. And there was one comment in particular about the video I'd done on Mr. Stu Alderati. He's general counsel for Ripple, and he talked about in the podcast with David Schwartz called Blockstars, how the US really needs to catch up in terms of blockchain adoption and for regulation. And the comment came from Shirogami Akatsuki, and he said that Alderati got this right, that I think Ripple should consider geopolitics as #1 issue if they want US to get on board. And I said, wise words. So you can see I am very interested in this topic being discussed. And Mr. Greer, here is a picture of him. He's on the right. He was, at this time, the chief negotiator for the United States at the G20 in November 2017. This is when China created a lot of global problems with steel production. They were making too much cheap steel and dumping it onto the market, causing a lot of excess, and it also caused a distortion in trade. It's not solved still. If you do some research, you'll find that one of the countries that's really having a problem with it, and a lot of things flared up in June, is India. But maybe when the global economy gets back on track and things start building again, maybe it'll work itself out. I'm not sure. So this Jamieson Greer, he was hired at King and Spalding recently, just May 2020. And the firm has 130 years of service. They have 1,100 lawyers in 21 offices, including one in Tokyo. And I think they've done work in 160 countries around the world. And on their website, they say they have a strong one-stop shop for Fintech clients. And I have to tell you, they're in a little bit of some drama as of late. In April of this year, 15 in one big swoop, 15 lawyers at the Boies Schiller Flexner firm defected to California, and most of them went to King and Spalding. And if that Boies Schiller Flexner sounds familiar, it should, because this is the law firm that filed the suit for Ripple against the platform, of course, we all know, that is allowing those scammers to really take some presence. And the lead attorney here in this suit is Damian J. Marshall. Well, just soon after that was filed, there were 4 more that jumped ship over to King and Spalding, and yeah, one of them happened to be Damian J. Marshall. So I think, wow, I just think there's a lot going on in this world, and you can see it is official on his LinkedIn. He was with the Boies Schiller Flexner for 18 years. It's a long career to be invested in one company, and yeah, now he is a partner at King and Spalding. So, wow, as of June 2020. So does he take the case with him? I don't know. I guess that goes to be seen, remains to be seen. I don't know. Maybe if you research, you can find out a little bit further on the details on that. I'm just not sure. But wow, I just can't imagine. I think they have lost a total of 34 Yeah, 34 have defected out of that firm. And now I know they're a large firm and they've got a lot of attorneys, I'm sure, but that's a lot of people to leave. So there must be some craziness happening behind the scenes. All right, everybody. Yeah, let's jump to the fluff. So there is, let me see if I can replay this. There are a lot of fireworks all over the world that are not going to take place because of our global situation. Watch the fireworks on this glass. As you pour into the glass, you see the fireworks come alive with color. It's so fun. So these were created in Japan for people who may be missing their summer fireworks. This is a way to celebrate the Hanabi, as it's called, with this technology. I don't know how they do this, but it's so cool. This is a sake cup, and look at how vivid the color becomes when you pour the sake into the cup. And one more in white, and then it transforms into a beautiful pattern of fireworks. Pretty fun stuff. And also, too, let me stop that there. Something big happened just in the last day. They announced that they're going to sell tickets. I can't believe this, for the Basho, the tournament for sumo. It's in Tokyo this July 19th to August 2nd. And I was just so close to buying my ticket. I wanted to go during the middle of the week and was thinking that would be a good time to go because it would be less crowded. But we had a record day for new cases here in Tokyo, so I decided that I'm going to watch from home on TV. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe everybody's trying so hard to get back to normal. And I hear oh gosh, I want you to meet Haruka Misawa. She's a young Japanese designer, and she has created some amazing projects. Really, she's got a website devoted to all her projects that she's prolific in what she creates. She has a fine arts degree from the Musashino University, which is very prestigious, and I just love her work. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below, but there's one project in particular that I thought was most cool, and it is her aquariums. Think about this kind of minimalistic, chic aquarium where the state of buoyancy versus gravity exist all in that environment. She calls them waterscapes, and they have air bubbles inside. So you can think kind of upside down. The fish are able to move in and out of these air bubbles. So you can see this is full of water here, but the fish can come out of that and then go into the bottom area, which is very simplistic and organic with just the white sand. I just think they're unbelievably beautiful. I love it. And her website, yeah, you'll be able to see on her Misawa website all of her projects. And she's one of those really super talented designers. I think she's going to be very famous as her career develops. And that's just a lot of fun to see. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.